Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video, and today I'll be talking to you about how weapon diversity could be considered to be causing the merging of the classes in Battlefield 1. Now if you end up finding this video helpful or enjoyable, then I genuinely appreciate you taking that split second to hit the like button as always. Now with that out of the way, you might be a little confused as to what I might be getting at here. Well, before I start, I'll just point out that this is an opinion piece and I'm not bashing any weapons, playstyles or anything like that. I'm just talking about a concept. So let's try to have nobody be too offended this time. Let's begin. So remember when you first got the game and you didn't have anything unlocked? So you had the MP18, the Lewis gun and yada yada yada. You probably remember, or you don't, but whatever. Basically what I'm saying is that you had a few guns available and they fit into the four classes and they made sense as to how the class worked. They built up your understanding of what the classes were supposed to do and where they were supposed to be used in Battlefield. Assault was pretty close range, support was for suppressive fire and mid-range, scout was your long range, yeah, you get it. Then you unlock more and more guns and things get more diverse and you have more options, and yay, gaming is fun because I can do what I want with all this stuff. Happy times. But let's throw into this what you've been watching on screen. This is the Parabellum and it's in the support class. So it's for suppressive fire and mid-range dominance, right? Wrong. No, it's a close quarters machine. It just rips people up when you're in the face. Okay, so maybe that's just a one-off. Wrong. Here's the Fedorov Avtomat, another close quarters slaying weapon, but it's in the medic class. So how about we consider a hypothetical scenario here? You've got a mate, let's call him Zubar. I don't know why, it's just the first thing I came up with and wrote it down. Yes, this is a script I'm reading off. I'm breaking the fourth wall or whatever here. If you don't know what that means, you can Google it. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. So Zubar hasn't played Battlefield 1. You show him these two weapons and ask him which class he thinks they fit into. Do you think he's going to guess correctly? Nope, I don't think so either. But that's only two examples, you might say, and they're both from the In the Name of the Star DLC, so maybe this is more of a criticism of the DLC model than of class balance and diversity. Well, stop, hold up, let's talk about the Hellriegel then. This is an assault weapon, right? Close to mid-range powerhouse. That forgot it's supposed to be a close to mid-range powerhouse and literally doesn't care what range you're at, it'll still kill people across the map if you fancy it. So it's beginning to get into medic and support range dominance territory. In fact, now compare it to the Parabellum we mentioned earlier. So it's another gun that can do great work at close range. You can argue either way as to which one is better here, but they're both effective. Okay, so now get to mid-range and the Hellriegel is better, and at long range it's certainly better. Okay, so now the issue is very confused, right? Well, you might say that support can be about the ammo reserves that are available, but the Hellriegel factory has a 60 round clip, the defensive has 120, and a bipod, so it can cover long range. What about the Ribe Rolez, which is geared for mid to long range again with the bipod? What about the sweeper or the autoloading, both for the medic class and both more effective at close range than some assault weapons? We can talk about the marksman variants of the medic weapons, which can be somewhat used to counter snipe, or the M1903 experimental for the scout class, which is basically a medic weapon. A lot of these are lesser examples, but overall it's all very confused when you consider it in this manner. So where does this all leave us? Well, let's look at the pros and the cons. The pros are that it offers more diversity, more playstyles, more options for people to work their strengths, and more longevity as there are so many things to try. The cons would be the merging of the classes themselves, but more so some of the specific issues that can be created. I give you two examples and they're both derived from where we started the video. The Fedorov Avtomat can be paired with healing from pouches or crates. So now you've got a rushing player that can heal after every engagement. This is literally how to be a more aggressive assault player using the medic class. Secondly, the Parabellum is a close range animal with 100 rounds available and infinite ammo resupplies. So you might now point towards the abilities being the main part of the classes, and yes, to a certain extent this may well be correct. However, that's not to say there isn't some merging or blending here, as the support has a crossbow, the medic has rifle grenades, all explosive stuff, some of them high impact. Again, you get the point. But without these, perhaps some of the classes would be too limited and won't be able to handle certain situations. Or maybe they shouldn't be able to handle those situations because they're on classes for it. It's a tough one. So what's important here? I think the focus needs to be on the class abilities, as although there is some merging there, they are fairly distinctly different. This is just a concept that has been mentioned in my comment section before, and I've been thinking about it a bit myself. It's not game breaking or anything, it's just that there's been a shift and perhaps some weapons are a little too far outside their supposed roles. I'm not saying any of this is good or bad though. There will be arguments for and against each side. I just thought I'd bring it to your attention, see what you guys think. I am in favour of diversity overall, but perhaps some things need to be tweaked. So I'll ask, is there an issue here? Does it bother you? Would a lack of weapon diversity stunt the enjoyment and possibilities that some players could have? Do we in fact need this diversity so the classes aren't entirely pigeonholed? Is this just the collateral damage that is required by trying not to make the classes one-dimensional? Let me know in the comment section below, and tell me if you can think of any other examples of class merging in Battlefield 1. Feel free to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy and I'll see you next time. Laters.